good morning, and welcome to WSTX AM 970. All right, Doug Canton here with you this morning, home alone. Lordy be. Hey, hey, I don't report on my behavior now, okay? Just because I'm home alone, okay? Nobody put you to be God here. All right? I done been there with mom and having to deal with the fact that, hey, I have to make sure I always speak respectfully, regardless. Can't help it now. It done ingrained now. All right, good thing. So good to be here with you this morning. Yeah. So the more things change, the more things kind of have a tendency sometimes to stay the same. So we're gonna work with it, right? We're gonna work with it. So if you out there saying, well, hey, here's another Thursday, just another Thursday. No, folks, today is the first day of the rest of your life. All right? That's right. Treat it as such. You don't know what tomorrow gonna bring and how it gonna bring, whether it gonna be a tariff or a hurricane or other things, people that you have in your life just deciding that, hey, it's time to go, or somebody deciding for them it's time to go. So it's the first day in the rest of your life. That's right. Get out there and do your random acts of kindness. I want to give a quick shout out to my co-host Jared. I know he's out there on the road doing some things, as well as Deborah. So here I am, all alone. Okay. I have the run of the place too. But I have too much cameras in here today for me to do some of the things I might be tempted to do while I'm in here alone. All right. Oh yeah. So we take it one day at a time, and we look at all the good things that life has to offer, and take advantage of them. That's why we do this thing called the community calendar, so you don't have to say, well, I didn't know about this and I didn't know about that. No, we want you to know, and we want you to take full advantage of it. Yeah. Don Tito. Yeah, Don Tito. I am back. Folks, there's so much things that we have here that I say we have a tendency to take for granted. Okay? So now I can put on my short pants, sneakers, and a t-shirt and go for a walk. Just yesterday, literally, I couldn't do that. Okay? I mean, I could, but you might have asked me if my head good or something, because the weather definitely wasn't cooperating with that. And as we go down the line, I'll tell you a little experience that I had in regards to the weather. All right, but before we get into all of that, just want to say that we're going to have some guests in here this morning. I'm expecting King Darby and his friends to be in here to talk about this big production Calypso Inc. have coming up this Sunday, this free family event. The young people thing, and they got the old thing versus young thing versus old thing. Okay? Now, Darby would tell you he old, but he'd follow up real quick and say he ain't cold. So he out there taking on the youngest and strongest of them. So anyhow, looking forward to that event. Really, lots of fun. And the nice thing about it is that you get a chance to go out and do something. It's family-oriented fun. They're gonna have bouncy out there. They're gonna have the soap blaster, the suds blaster, whatever they call it. But anyhow, the foam blaster, yeah. Now, for those of you that children, whether it is water balloon fight or whatever, they love to get wet and whatever. So when you go down there, walk with a change of clothes for them children, okay? Walk with a change of clothes, because they're gonna be there having fun. Running from the bouncy to the foam blaster. Yep, okay. And they're going to have a petting zoo there also. It's going to be an educational experience in that regard. And of course, our own guardians of culture, Mokojumbi, is supposed to be down there doing their thing. And there's a whole lot more that's going on with that, and we'll talk about that as we go. All right. So, yes, the creator has been good, and I get a chance to actually come in and sit down at the table. We're streaming on YouTube at the moment, and looking forward to getting the station stream going also, but that's another story in a minute here to come. All right, good thing. So how have you been? I know you've been warm. I know you have the sun and the rain and the breeze and the sea, all of those things. I know. Believe you me, I know. All right. Yeah. Anyhow, life is full of all kind of interesting experiences. I get up one morning and it's misty outside. And okay, it's misty, foggy. It's not snowing. Okay, I'll take every plus I could get. So I get out there on the road, you know, me and my other co-pilot, Miss C. Okay, and we going down the road, and she has some place to go. So here I'm going down the road, and the mist getting thicker and thicker and thicker, and I'm looking down the road at these big signs and everything, and I'm seeing they're getting harder and harder to read, and I'm saying to myself, you know, if it turn all white and it get a big light down at the end, I gonna pull over on the side of the road and call for roadside service, cause I ain't going down there. Yes, I ain't going there for that experience. Cause you know when everything turn white like that and it just have a light at the end, you know, it's like maybe you have something down there that these people, we always saying I said everybody want to go to heaven. You just don't want to go now. But you got to be prepared. All right, I see we got a caller here on the line. All right, okay. Good morning, WSTX.
I heard a voice from the past.
From the past?
From the past.
No, man.
How are you, sir?
Don't relegate me to the past. I am still in the present.
You got Gerald there with you?
No. I'm home alone today.
Oh, Home Alone.
Home Alone.
You know, that movie is a bad movie with this Home Alone business, you know. Listen,
right.
I just tuned in and I heard you talking about driving in mist and fog. And if you would just spare me 2 minutes, I would tell you a very, very bad, bad experience I had, okay?
All right, talk to me.
I was in way upstate New York in Yates Tube in Allegheny County doing some training with FEMA. This had to be maybe 30, maybe 40 years ago. And, of course, I had all the things that comes with being in FEMA's care, hotel, lovely hotel room, a rented car. And I found myself alone, and not when I say alone, not within the company of other FEMA guys, when I wanted to catch a very early flight. I had to come into Puerto Rico, sleep on a bench or something until 7 o'clock when a Prinair or some plane could fly me to St. Thomas. So anyway, driving, you talk about fog, thicker than thick. And let me tell you something. Cars, big trucks, everything behind me blowing the hard, and I just squinching, trying to see the line on the road, and but thinking that I gonna fall in a big black hole. So me taking my time. Let me tell you something. The fog eased up on me just in time. And when I look, I see a sign say, airport, next turn. Look, I jump out the car and I started to dance. A happy camper. I mean, I don't know. The talk all kind of thing about driving. Don't use high beam. Don't do this. I tried with my head outside the window, licking up against trees, trying to see where I going. I still couldn't see.
Oh, yeah.
So how you find the experience of driving in fog?
Well, I've had that experience before from in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, from in Germany and getting out there cross country in Europe, and a little bit up here. I've also had the experience of driving on ice. And
Yeah.
I was driving one of those Continentals, you know. I think it was a Continental. The back doors open out.
Your voice is a little low.
Yes, the back door. The
Much better. Yeah.
yeah, the back doors open up.
Yeah.
You know, the opposite way. You know, nice
Yeah.
heavy solid car. So here I was driving from Xenia, Ohio, up toward Canton, Ohio. You know.
Okay. You say Canton?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's named after your family. I just remember. Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and it had the road was slick with ice, but the car was a solid car. So all you do is you drive in, and the car starting to turn a certain way, and do a little correction with the steering wheel, you know, and
Yeah.
then it straighten back up, and it's going good, and it's starting to slide another way. You do a little correction the other way, and just so we went up the road, you know.
Yeah.
Those were the days, but. You know, with fog, one of the things that people getting impatient when you see these pileups. You know that they could be impatient all they want to. You take the time or get the heck off the road because.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
it's
I mean, it's very, very dangerous in some quarters, but I understand it's getting just as dangerous in Santa Cula. I got some crater. You miss one crater, you drop in a swimming pool. I don't. Why they don't fix the blasted road and I'm done with it, man?
I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing.
God.
One thing,
Are
right?
they waiting seriously? Let me tell you something. I'm going right now.
Okay.
On I-95 yesterday, there was a very terrible accident that closed the interstate. So you could understand, and I'm sure you know West Palm Beach somewhat. And when you had traffic back up all the way to Okeechobee and Military Trail for hours. I mean, why we got to wait for something so... And it wasn't because of the interstates are very nicely manicured and paved. But I'm talking now about the Virgin Islands. Are we waiting for something very serious
Yeah.
to happen?
Yeah.
A very ambulance can reach to you?
Well, we got some issues that the people aren't demanding. Everybody just dealing with the immediate potholes, and when we contract out for somebody to build a road, I call these new potholes government sanctioned potholes because we don't plan for the adjustment of the manholes. So you get rid of the wear and tear manholes and create the government sanctioned potholes. And then in the case of Wapa, where they have these water lines that they have to turn on and turn off, or otherwise do sampling at, and in the middle of the road, and there too, there's no plan for bringing it up to the surface of the road. So all of these government-sanctioned potholes, these are self-inflicted injuries and damages to people's vehicle, or even twisting up your foot if you ain't careful where you walk.
Oh man, let me tell you, it's a mess.
Right.
But let me just say that I know you know my brethren there, Pastor Darby.
Yes.
He sang it well when he said, the manhole them bigger than Dalawino. No, I don't know Dalawino, how big Dalawino is. But
You're telling on yourself now.
But let's say it again, why do they call them manhole? Why not person hole or woman hole?
I don't know. Anyhow, stay safe. Talk with you. All right. Good thing. Okay, nobody there. Okay, good thing. just wanted to make sure I saw it there. Let me see. Somebody there?
Lie down.
Okay. You're gone, but you're still there. Okay, good thing. Good thing. Anyhow, folks, you get out there on the road this morning, please be safe. Take your time. Leave early if you got someplace you got to be. You know, do what you got to do to get where you need to go as far as driving carefully is concerned. There's no need to be rushing to meet the next bumper. Okay, when you're driving, it ain't Juve. I know you're rushing, going looking for bumper. You know, bumper out there you want to meet up with like that. The other day I was there minding my business, and you know, right over there by oh my goodness, the party place right there in Peter's Rest, and I had to stop, and somebody end up running into the back of my vehicle, and it's like, you talk about shock. I didn't mind in my business, waiting on the traffic so I could move, but somebody else wasn't minding theirs at the time, and thank goodness nothing physical in the end. But anyhow, we got it going one way at a time. Okay, folks. So the stream is on Facebook, WSTX Facebook. You can check us out on WSTX Facebook also. All right, good thing. It's 20 minutes after the hour. Yep. And so we're just taking it here one day at a time. Let's take a look at the community calendar and see. When I was there checking out what's going on, it's almost kind of like we're in a little slow period here. We're heading toward Easter. So I guess a lot of folks are thinking in terms of camping and getting set up and so forth and so on. They got to make sure that they got power out there for the TV and the washing machine and everything else. The home away from home camping. Yeah, I remember the days there used to be cots. Used to bring out cots, sleeping bag, blanket, and you had a wood fire going there on the beach, and that was it. Whatever you had to drink, whatever you had, you could come on in whenever you're ready, Whatever they had to drink, been there in a cooler and everything else, and you do what you had to do. Okay, so anyhow, those were the days. Now, we have sometimes these challenges with people and the beaches and beach access and so forth and so on. And folks, we have to be vigilant. There are places you go down there now when you going toward the pool in Frederickstead, which, by the way, I'm happy to see all of the renovations that are going on down there, the pool, and ready now for the people to jump in and have a good time. But if you notice some of the beachside where we used to park up and have a little picnic, it seems like now some folks are acquiring the land and building in a way that is interrupting the pathway to the beach. And I hope that DPNR is doing their part of educating these people along the way when they come in for a permit, and make sure that everything is going to be good along those lines, okay? Speaking of which, I was driving through Rust Up Twist coming up toward La Valley, and I got, a lot of folks that lived there for donkey years and got land across the road, but across the road from the sea. They have prime land. But when you go toward the seaside, they got maybe 10 or 20 feet water land that at any given point in time, depending on how the water running, it really ain't land. And I see somebody put up a wall there because somebody duped them into buying a piece of property and were looking to build. And at the time that they were dealing with the land and water use plan, somebody brought it up and brought it to the commissioner's attention. Well, the fence is still there. You know, Mike. The fence is still there, but I ain't see no construction. If I see construction, I gonna say something, because there's certain things that make sense and certain things that don't make sense. I understand if you have a trailer and you pull your trailer onto the land, you could always move the trailer. But come hurricane time, all the land is water. Cross the road is water. When you drive through Rust Up Twist, when you look on the left hand side when you heading west, ain't nothing but mangrove in there. So if you build in there, you say you want to live in a swamp, because it will get filled up. These are things, it's places you shouldn't build, and that's the reality. Anyhow, I got none other than the pastor himself come to bless me since I reached back safely. But I gotta get his mic hooked up in a second here, so he gonna be here talking with you. Yep. Anyhow, and we gonna be doing it. We got lots of good things to talk about. And what I'm gonna do first of all, I'm gonna pull up this poster. If you're there around town and you pass by one of these stores that have this poster up, all right, tell them people in the store thank you for letting us use, and when I say us, the people of St. Croix, their window space to be able to advertise community events. You know, and I used an example. You go right down here by Gallows Bay Hardware, and as you reach the place, ain't nothing but sign there. Here, Mike, for you. And it lets you know what's going on in the community. In that sense, so you could take advantage of it. That's the whole idea, to be able to take advantage of it. So yeah, so we're gonna have Darby in here. I know where the rest of the crowd there. I hope they're gonna call in or something. But either which way, we set to go. But the other thing I want to mention is that around 9:30 we have VI Waste Management going to be coming in, and they're going to be talking about. Somebody's turning these things down, so I don't know which ones. Yeah, so that needs to adjust, because it was. Okay. It's okay now, but it was like really good before. Anyhow, that's good now. Good thing. Yeah, so we have Waste Management coming in, and you know, they're updating us on some things that are going on, including wastewater fees. You know, some people are hooked up to the system apparently and not being assessed for the wastewater fees that everybody's supposed to pay. Well, you know, they gotta fix that. I mean, everybody like a free thing, but enough people jump on the free bus, they're gonna break down. You ain't gonna get nowhere if that's the case. Okay, so they're coming in now. Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, maybe next week or next couple of weeks, hopefully we're gonna get the folks from Relay for Life to come in here also. I'm looking forward to having them come in so that we can talk about this upcoming event and make sure that everybody is up to speed and know what's going on, when, where, and how. Yeah, who all the teams are, the rivalries and everything. I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, all right. So here we are. It's 29 minutes after the hour, and you know, you see this fella in here, and you know, you see him being studious and studying thing and everything else, right? Yeah, man, he know he had to behave himself in school, because he had a grandmother that would have, you know, fix you up good. Pot of fire. Pot of fire, yes. Anyhow, good morning, King Darby.
Morning, my son.
All right.
How you and so?
I'm doing well under the circumstances.
I see you for a couple of years, man.
I tell you, man.
To ask for you, you say.
All the hair was black last time I see you.
I tell you, and I know you don't dye them in a color.
You know, my mother watched me and said, "What you get them thing on your chin for?"
So how's she doing?
Oh, she's doing all right. I thank the Creator for every blessing. You know, and at the same time, you know, you can't help but appreciate for everyone who doesn't have mom or dad here in their life at this point in time. You know, it's not one of those things you have to realize it's a blessing. 93 years. My son, I just hope some of them genes are circulating. All right, all right, all right. Okay.
Looking good.
Yeah, man. But you been walking out or what?
Yeah, man, I've been in the gym these couple.
I hear it got big showdown coming this Sunday and thing.
Well, that's why they're in the gym. Because this young against old.
Okay. All right.
So I can't let it take advantage of me.
All right. Well, you
So I go keep myself in trim.
you do what you got to do, brother. Let me get both of us on here.
Yeah, man, yes, sir.
You do what you gotta do because I don't put on my bet and thing, okay? So I tell you now, I want to lose my money.
And you ain't gonna draw neither. You're gonna win.
I plan to win.
Good.
I plan to win.
Good.
Yes. That's how it is. I plan to win. That's always the plan. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yes. So when waste management comes in, whether they come in physically or by way of our streaming setup, we'll have a good time with them also. But for right now, we got Darby in the place. So, Darby, you know, I am so happy that you guys are doing this because it is a family-oriented event. Nobody ain't got no excuse because it's the best bargain in town.
Not the best. Not the best. It's best.
Yes, all this first tier entertainment and things to keep the children busy and occupied and things to keep the adult children busy and occupied, and it's like, hey, this is great. I mean, the only thing now, if we could have make it 10 times bigger, but that's to come. We'll say we'll have a whole weekend of this one of these days.
Well, it's like a mini festival.
Uh-huh.
It's showing you that we don't have to depend on tourism and all them things to do what we have to do.
Amen.
It's showing you that if people stay together, we can get things work.
All right.
That is the key. Because this event have never happened in St. Croix before. This year.
Okay.
I mean, we getting the best of the artists, especially when it comes to the Calypsonians. That we don't have to bring no $200,000 man to keep festival or to run what we're doing here.
And you know what? While you're saying that, I want to say big up to all the sponsors. I'm going to call names as we go down the road, you know, but for right now, I want to thank the sponsors because they jump on board. So obviously, they're not indoctrinated into this thing about having to have these big money. They know that people love our local entertainment and they'll support it.
That's right.
Just so they step up and supporting us here also. So I'm really happy to say that. Okay?
This is one of the biggest event that Calypso Inc. along with WSTX have ever put on. And I mean, I go take my hat off for Jennifer and the WSTX staff for conjunction with us to get this event going. And it ain't an easy thing. It's a lot of work. We're preparing from December month right up to now. We're planning.
All right.
We plan. This is not just up today and do it today.
All right. Good thing. And you know, this is like, to me, you get tired of complaining about the way in which certain folks here that's supposed to help you been dropping the ball. So it's like kind of like community self-help. The community come together and say, we're going to make it happen. Okay? And not to shame you or anything, but to let you know that with or without you, it's going to happen. We prefer that it be with you because if we really is our one working on it, we want to do it with you. That's about it. Okay? All right, good thing, good thing. Now, I got to borrow the poster there from you for
You.
a quick second here because there are a couple of things that's on off the top of my head here. But let's talk about a couple of things here. First of all, you having a domino competition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I pass through Yellow Cedar and see them man just sitting by the side of the house and hear them domino when I pass by.
Blam, pow! Can make shot firing.
You know?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And every now and then when I visit some of my friends or whatever and they're playing domino, I get a chance to jump in. I mean, hey, I win a few here and there, but I think that's just luck. That's just luck.
They miss professionals.
Right. So this is good because you know you go up to Lagoon and you see when you're going up the road there, you see this little shack with the
Simic.
yeah, you see the palm leaves and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Read cultural, yeah.
And
them boy on the side, them boy got roasting the cockle.
yeah,
And I mean, real
old
time life living. How our foreparents used to survive by the sea. Simple as they look.
Simple as it looks.
When you watch these man roasting these cockle. I mean, and our parents were strong people, and these were the type of thing they were eating.
Amen.
I mean, let's face it.
Yeah, and you know they just a little reminiscing there. My uncle, God rest his soul, Uncle Elwood, I passed by there and I see over there with them, and it's so funny. Because people said to me, Mr. Canton, I look around, I looking for my father, you know what I'm saying? Right. So when I pass by and I see him there, I call out, Mr. Canton! And look around like, who call it? You know, the same thing with Alva, you know?
Yeah.
That type of thing. But yeah, the domino is one of those, like how people in the States might play chess and checkers, and when domino is our thing. So I'm so happy that we're doing that. And of course, along the way, the children, the spelling bee. Everything line up for the spelling bee? Because I want to know if the children don't show up, we're going to put the adults on there and have some fun, you know.
Please don't embarrass us, please, okay? God, leave we alone.
No, man, that would be good. You are, look, man, that would be better than stand-up comedy, okay?
God. Ain't easy.
Yeah, that would be better than stand-up comedy. All right. All right. Oh, we got a young king too, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, my goodness, we got the young king.
Yeah, how you doing?
Oh, we're doing great. We're doing great. Like you there. So we start out great, we get greater.
Right.
All right. Yeah, man. Okay. So anyhow, I don't let the public know. If the children don't show up, we gonna draft some adults and put them on there, and we gonna have.
Well, we gonna got spelling F.
We got them on these, honey.
I
Here?
do
Oh,
not
for
know.
yeah, for them. Yeah. So yeah, good thing. So anyhow, you know, there's one thing that every successful event must have. What's that one?
People.
Okay, people. We know people gotta show up. But besides people, there's one thing all the people looking for.
Food.
Food.
Belly.
And I see that we are set up. We are set up in a way here that we don't have food vendors there. We got at least 6 of them. Okay, all kind of different cuisine coming, so from Itala all the way down to the other white meat, I guess. Oh yeah, man, it's gonna be good. So let's back up for a quick second here because teamwork. What's gonna work? Teamwork. Calypso Inc., WSTX, Daddy Jones, and the 10 Sleepless Nights. Up to yesterday, I've been holding a conference, making sure everything like
Yeah,
We want to make sure everything is set.
we spend about an hour there.
Because we want to make sure everybody come out and support the children, and because what we're trying to do is bring the youths and back together, because children, when they play and know each other, most of the time they think twice before they hurt each other. Because when we were growing up, we used to go play basketball from all different places, so we get to know each other. But nowadays, children, they don't know each other, so they fight. So what we are trying to do with the Calypso Inc., Derby organization, we're trying to see if we could change and see if we could get a couple of them, because the life you save will be your own. So we're trying to put things back together because we're in a bad shape anyways. There's too much crime and violence, and the youths them don't love each other. And we're killing each other, and we don't need that. We need love, unity, and we hope that everybody would come out, the adult and the children would come out so they could see how we should live.
Yeah.
This is why we have the young versus the old. So we're going to show them. We're going to teach them.
All of we is one, though,
All of us is one.
I like the rivalry. I
Right.
like the rivalry. It's really good in that sense,
As a matter of fact, it's a very good experience. And this is something, a multitude of this kind of thing happen. And it's great. We're looking forward. And I hope the whole of St. Croix, even St. Thomas Tatola, please come over, support our children and support us. We love you guys.
All right. Well, young things versus old things. That's the team, folks. That's the team. Young things versus old things. So expect to have a good time. That's really what it's all about. It's about having a good time. All right. So.
And I preparing for this because ain't no way Pumpa gonna outrun me. That can't work. I gonna show you how strong old thing be.
Like you say that.
Yeah.
Okay. As little children do something wrong and get catch and call yourself run away. Well, first of all, we didn't realize how fast. We know that our parents grow up and know how to run before we, number one. But even when you run well, you gotta come back home.
You're going to sleep or you're coming back in the house.
You're coming back. you get it one way or the other, whether it's time out or licks or whatever, the discipline coming either which way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to call some names here real quick, okay? Because we got some folks here. Echo Valley Imports, Mutiny Island Vodka, all right? Monarch Equipment, Heavy Equipment, and we got Exotic Sales and Rentals. I just call out those old folks. Those are people who have stepped up and say, hey, we want to be a part of this. We're part of the community and we like what you're doing. All right. They got the folks here from Vital Health, the Virgin Islands 175th Anniversary Celebration Committee, Jump In, Crucian Gold, Sager Farms, Bates Trucking, the folks, the gun violence folks here come on the station after this show done, but they're also supported, which is rightfully so, because this is a very positive and engagement of our young people in that context. Okay? Now, I want the people to know that you're walking on a clubhouse. You're walking on a clubhouse, and I say that because we have this company called this government entity called VINGN, and one of these days we're gonna get them on board also, because they are the ones who are gonna help us to connect between all of St. Croix and St. Thomas for some of these youth activities. We want to make sure that if you're in there, you can see what's going on. So anyhow, that's a whole other thing coming down the road. Now, I ain't going to spend too much more time calling in, because everybody wants to know who going to be there, who going to be performing, who going to be doing things. Well, we got two performers right in here right now, but I know we got others coming, so I don't want nobody to get jealous. So talk about it.
Yeah, well, we have the big king, Pastor Derby, superstar. Then we have another big king, the Mighty Pat. Then we have another big king, Prince Galloway. And then we have another queen, Nikki Brooks. We have another queen, Lady Mac. We have myself, King Generics. And we have, I think the guy name is Cocaton. What your name is? How we pronounce it?
I know. I ain't even trying that one.
I don't call him Melan.
Okay, Melan Cocaton, whatever. But he's very, very good artist also. And then we have the young fella that tear us open a couple times, which is John. Came from the youth. He came up from the Calypso Inc. And he was in the junior, and when he become a senior, he come up there and tear all of us
when
up.
When he ain't come a senior, he come there as a junior and beat the seniors.
No, what I'm trying to, no, don't say that. No. What I'm saying, he was in the junior competition. He come up to the ranks. Yes. And he beat we. So
well,
we.
say it now.
Okay, he beat we.
Well, don't say.
All right, I ain't beat.
Don't say when he come a senior.
All right,
He beat you when he was a junior.
he bang us.
Well, bang or dang or what?
He bang, he beat, he win.
All right.
All right. So we're looking forward, and then we have Pumpa. Very, very, very talented. He's all over. And I really
International
glad
star.
international star. I'm really glad. Also, Nicky Brooks. I'm glad that they're on it because they might able to bring some youths because Pumpa have a lot of following, and like I say, he's very, very good. And then we have to take our hat off to Daddy Jones because this man here have been so great. This man is super. I don't know how to describe Daddy Jones. Describing him is hard because this man is awesome. And then we have Stanley gonna be there. It's gonna be fun. And we have, I think, Charles Hollywood Nipsey is gonna be our MC, right? Am I right?
That's right.
Yeah. So we're looking forward for great things. And don't forget, it's free. You don't have to pay. I just want you to come.
And don't forget DJ Pops.
And yeah, I ain't done yet.
Oh, you just
I
started?
just start. I just tell them that they're free.
Oh, God. Oh.
And then we have DJ Pops. And we have Elizabeth Watley. You see, we got a lot of stars. Elizabeth Watley. Some of them I can't even remember them because it's so much good people going to be there. So you have to come out and support these superstars because the Virgin Islands have a lot of talent. We have talent to kill. So come and support your local. I hate the word local. Come and support your stars. Okay, because when you say local, they think we ain't no good, right, Derby?
Exactly, they believe, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they call me local.
Please.
So come and see your Virgin Islands star.
Local.
So you don't want to be called local.
I prefer don't call me at all.
Period. All right.
But the moment you use that word local, man, is give them anything, man. They ain't,
Call it local.
They ain't value nothing. And that's where part tourism comes in. We not good.
Okay.
And I got problem with tourism.
All right. Okay.
Well, I know there's room for problems. There's room for problems, but I'm glad to see that I twist their hand to make them do something. Twist their hand to make them do something. All right, I twist their hand, shame them, whatever it is you have to do. I watch them. I watch them on TV bragging about our presentation up there at the trade show, the cruise line trade show that they got going on up there in Florida. Okay.
Oh yes, sorry.
And okay, you're doing your job and everything else, but at the same time too, we're bringing them down here to appreciate everything about here, not just the sun, the sea, and the sun, but the people. In that sense, the talent that we have here.
Yeah, man.
And so I'm glad you twisted.
Yeah, see, as I said before, when festival started, or carnival, or you want to call it, it was not tourism involved in this thing. Mm-hmm. And we still used to run our festival and carnival. It was a people thing. And we running festival from in the 50s. And it was we, where the saying go, the local contribute to make it the parties. Today,
Right.
so how could you be so bad to throw us out? I mean, I'll give you an example. You remember when we had the COVID going on? When we had the what call that thing, well, call online or something, virtual thing.
Yeah.
And they agreed to pay us X amount of dollars. To be exactly what, $13,000.
No, it was 15.
15.
It was 15. And let me interject and help you just a little bit. Not only was it 15, but we worked to make sure that we only spend what we needed and came in under budget at 13 plus.
Right.
Okay? So, it wasn't just their money. We were partners in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right.
Pick up on that.
And then when it come down now, I call him name because that's how I is. Turnbull decided that is too much money for us, and he decided to only want to give me $6,000, and we decided we ain't taking that. So the same time, I went to the Sluxer, the governor, I don't call this Sluxer, and when we show you everything we're done, He said, don't worry about that. And in about a week time, we get the money that we also get. Well, from that day to now, tourism hate Calypso Inc. They have never given nothing again after that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And this thing is horrible. It's bad.
Well, not that, no. Let's clarify something.
See?
They totally do away with including Calypso Inc. in festival and Christmas. Okay? Now, folks, you know that we've been around here, you know, putting this thing together for donkey years to make part of our festival Christmas time that way. You know, and it's unfortunate that it come down to that, because what needs to happen really, and I'm saying this for the benefit of the people on St. Croix, we need a committee. This whole thing with tourism, we gotta work with tourism. They need to have a community committee that they interface with, because they're making decisions about St. Croix, just like when they decide when village gonna open. For donkey years, we expect village to open up from when, and they said no, it's only this little times. You know, it's like, wait a minute, you have people that live here. You know, don't come like Columbus and say, hey, had nobody here.
Yeah.
So this is what we're going to do. So that's something we have to work on. Okay, but I don't want to focus on them too much, because we got good things going on here. This
I got him for them, but go ahead.
young things versus old things, my son. So anyhow, this thing has been a big secret, dog, and I keeping it a secret till the end, because unless you're gonna let the cat out the bag, but if you don't let it out, I gonna have people guessing whether it's a cat, dog, or rat that could come out. Okay, but they have a big showdown going on. Okay, and I say this, it's right in the team, the young thing and the old not cold thing.
Hot thing.
Going head to head, my son. We gonna say who thing going prevail this time, okay? So anyhow, how did you come about the idea to do that?
Well, I make this song young people thing, and surprisingly, the people gravitate on it. Young and old gravitate on it, and then at the same time, Jennifer loved this song.
Yes.
And she called me and asked me what we think about putting the show together. It was her idea, hearing the song, and they'll play it so the public could hear it. And she fell in love with it. And she called me and told me, man, this is a good idea. You know? I said, well, Calypso Inc. will go with anybody that willing to help. And this how the idea come. But it was Jennifer's idea to bring voices, old thing against young thing, and wherever you want to call the thing.
Could you describe which Jennifer? Because there's a lot of Jennifer, so you have to come to the point and let them know which Jennifer.
Yeah, kind of husband and wife and coming rushing down to WSTX.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
Jennifer Thomas,
What should I walk?
WSTX,
Okay, beautiful.
and she's Isaiah wife.
Got you. So you make that clear, so nobody will have to guess now. Continue.
Well, all right, good. Thanks for correcting me, man.
You know, I guess that's why they are.
Protecting you.
I'm protecting you.
So she called me up and I said, it sound good to me. Cause it's a very young and old like it. It ain't just a one-sided thing. Because the amount of young fans I get since I bring out this song, because they're singing it.
Yeah.
I mean, when I come from Columbus days, to come to fit in right between the young people, them thing.
That's great.
You know, that I think that was a big advance for me. You know, and the rest old Calypsonian is like saying the music have changed. Me saying it better than my music from those days, but the music, but we got to be able to convert. We got to go over.
Exactly.
You can't just say them young boy we hear them kind of thing where they playing. No, the young boy might play that thing that we ain't like, but they making more money than we. And going to places than we.
And people listening to
and
them.
people listening to them. So for the time we won't go up, my mother tell me I want them to know, and I want to really sing some good calypso. But baby, the music that we want to raise up, walk up. That's what young people want to hear. And
not
this,
not only young people, the old people want that too.
yes,
So this is why they were young versus
That's the best part of it.
Exactly.
You hit the sweet spot with that song.
right.
Young and old love that
Young and
song.
old love
Young
it.
and old love it.
That's
You
it.
know, let me try a little thing here. Let's see what we got. Okay. Let me see if we're moving here. Alright. I thought we were moving, but it looked like. Okay. No, okay. I just got to get it right here so people can. And that, okay.
God,
Okay.
God, Mr.
Oh,
Machine.
yeah, no, I'll have her come in and put it on for us. But I thought I had it here, so I was. Okay. Oh, no. We got something going on here, man. Okay.
Young people think. Young people think. Young people think. Things. Wind back.
Yeah.
Wind back.
What people whining?
Young people think.
What was whining inside it?
Say you're gonna be whining them. We looking forward to that.
Whining.
All right, folks. You know, the bottom line is, you know, you're gonna have some good music to move to, something to carry on with. All right.
We got a road march king, which is I don't get mixed up with blackness and blackness.
The queen.
No.
Blackest.
Oh,
Blackest.
I have Blackest.
Road march.
Yeah, road march. He's the road march.
Blackest.
He's the road march king.
Blackest.
Road march. Okay.
He went in road march for the past 7 years or something.
All right. Good thing.
We got a good lineup, man. It's really well put together.
All
And
right.
we have to give a lot of thanks to Jennifer because this idea.
Jennifer Thomas.
Yeah, thanks for correcting me.
Good,
We have to give a lot of thanks to Jennifer.
He protecting you now.
That's why we're here. Protect each other, right?
Right.
Yeah, but I don't like you sometimes, you know, because you went to put my business on the street.
Right.
We gonna deal with that afterwards. You supposed to be my best friend, but you ain't no good on.
Well, at least
All
me no enemy. So,
Okay. Well, we get into the top of the hour
Yeah.
here, so we gonna check out here to do something for our advertisers and the supporters of what it is that we're doing here. So we're gonna check out here with a little young people thing here.
Young people think. Young people think. Young people think.
Kaiser. Two. Susanna smelling weed in the house. Leave it alone. I can't help we. Kaiser. Boy. Two. Susan, leave young people alone. Time for we stay home. This is young people thing. Leave them with the whining. We can't get down no more. Time to keep off the floor. Let them do the thing. Stop criticizing. Find on.
When we're not talking, you'll hear all your favorite songs, including calypso, jazz, love song, gospel, and those country legends, giving you more music variety. This is AM 970 WSTX.
How you come out and saw me son? Calypso Inc. together with WSTX, Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Night and Daddy Jones Production presents
a free family event, Young Things versus Old Things. When? Sunday, April 13, 2025 from 12 noon to 7 p.m. Where? At the Blue Bamboo, the old drive-in.
musical performance by junior Calypsonians and banjo players. Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Night, Mighty Pat, Big Calypso and the Mighty Melon, Elizabeth Watty special guest, Blackness, King Generic, Prince Galloway, Lady Mac Calypso Queen, Nikki Brooks special guest, DJ Pops, Music Boy Daddy Jones, along with Biomison.
Surprise guest, Bosses Pastor King Derby, Domino Competition, Spelling Bee.
And guess what? A 50-50 raffle.
Sponsors, Monarch Heavy Equipment Rental, Exotic Sales and Rentals, Echo Valley, Janice and Vital Health, Lioness Order, Sage Farms, Crucian Gold, Mutiny Island Vodka, and the Office of Gun Violence Prevention. Free family event, Young Things versus Old Things, Sunday, April 13, 2025 at the Blue Bamboo, the old drive-in.
This is Young People Thing.
Grab your lads and come. Jay's Landscaping. We do tree trimming, debris removal, small and large lot clearance, commercial and residential yard maintenance, all at reasonable rates.
Call Jason for Jay's Landscaping, 473-8586. Estimates available. No job too big or too small.
AM 970, WSTX, Christiansted, Frederickstead, and the Virgin Islands.
Young people ting. Young people ting, ting, ting. Young people ting.
Kaiso.
Ting, 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 ting. Wine back. Wine back.
Susanna smelling weed in the house.
Young people ting.
Leave it alone. I can't help we. Kaiso. Boy. Two. Susan, leave young people alone. Time for we stay home. This is young people thing. Leave them with the whining. We can't get down no more. Time to keep off the floor. Let them do the thing. Stop criticizing. Wind down, baby, wine back. Wind down, baby, wine back. Wind down, baby, wine back. This is young people thing. Wind down, baby, wine back. Wind down, baby, wine back. Wind down, baby, wine back. This is young people thing. We had our time to a rum. Two. Kaiso. We can't turn back the clock. We could only stand up and watch it. The way they getting down.
Get down, get down.
Bend over and touching the ground. The way how they bend over, you could see straight in Africa. Susan, please don't try that. You will break your back. Bend over, baby, see it, yeah. Bend over, baby, see it, yeah. Bend over, baby, see it, yeah. This is how they dancing. Bend over, baby, see it, yeah. Bend over, baby, see it, yeah. Bend over, baby, see it, yeah. This is how they dancing. We could skate you up, must just bend down. Leave young people alone with the thing. Guys, two. Our days was rum drinking. Today is smoking. When this
Say what? When you say what, the young people them or the young people them? Mean the same thing, right? They're the young people them. Everywhere I walk, I keep hearing the same old talk. Our problems are getting worse, like we're suffering from a curse. Some man searching for answers, searching for the truth. Others come to one conclusion, blame it on the youth. Everything that's go wrong, they sing the same old song. The reason why we have so much problem is because of the young people and them. Education gone to the dogs, is the young people and them. Superintendent acting like a bullfrog, is the young people and them. Wapa killing up the price of electricity, that's the young people and them. Rumors say that they're bribing the PFC, that's the young people and them. Crime and violence is on the rise, is the young people and them. Judges freeing criminals, that's no surprise, is the young people and them. They say where there's lot more in store, things you've never seen before.
Yeah, folks. One thing you can say about Calypso Inc. is always been about the young people and them. Okay,
That's it.
That was, and I like that because the bottom line is the young people and them don't take a lot of blame.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything they blame them for.
Yeah. And we need to look at the adults.
When it is we doing it.
It's we doing it.
Yeah,
you know. And I say that.
That's a big truth.
I say that because it's not about showing blame. When I say we individually might be doing something good, but the fact of the matter is, any little bad thing happen, you hear at it for 6 months. When the children achieve, you know, the young lady break all kind of records the other day running track.
We don't even give them credit.
You know, you hear a little announcement and then it just quiet.
It's done. It's done.
You know, and so these are things that we as a community, we have to work toward what it is we want.
Yes, I agree with
We
you.
want the children to focus on the positive things that the children doing, and we have to big up the positive things.
We have to.
And this is why, folks, we are talking about this today, because come Sunday, I know you got church, okay? And you might have communion and whatever else. That's where you're going to be. So this thing starts from 12 o'clock on Sunday, but we understand that if you have that commitment, you have to keep that commitment. And then there's those who after church might have a family lunch, okay? You know? But this time, instead of eating and going and lay down and go sleep, okay?
Practicing to daddy.
Come out and walk it out. You know? Yes. Whether you're going to wind back and see it there, or you're going to watch them do it, come out and walk it out.
Yeah, man.
Okay? Yeah, so this Sunday, folks, this Sunday afternoon, we're going to 7?
Yeah, well, I know crucial, we might go till 10, could never tell.
Well, you know, we got plenty of things going on music-wise, so I understand, you know, what's going on there with that, because you got one heck of a lineup there. Mighty Pat, all right? We got Prince Galloway, and I want to say this, that the fact that we getting Prince Galloway out there, I'm so glad to see him stepping out of the shadows. Now, he been there enjoying his retirement for the longest time. I understand that, but I'm glad that he's stepping out, because he is part of our legacy.
Of course.
Okay?
This man is inducted in the Hall of Fame, you know, Prince Galloway. You know, I mean, these is things, a lot of people don't even know that. This is our people, this is our superstar. This man have been inducted in the Hall of Fame. And I mean, come on, man, and no respect for this man, you know.
We said no respect.
What I mean, no respect, I mean...
We gotta educate our people more, because one thing I like about him, he don't move so cool. Okay? He don't move so cool.
He's
just
very cool.
another person, as you know. So humble and everything else, is sit down and have a good conversation with him and everything else. And this is good.
And don't forget, this man had world hit, you know. This man had big song all over the world.
She bucked
them up was all over, you know.
Bucked them up.
Oh.
But you know, me and Dobby, I did talking to the whole time, because you know, we have the song we sing, Beach and Girl, or whoever.
What's the skin till come down here?
Really come down.
Scrumpo Boy.
But then we got Crumpo Boy. And then we got Wash Your Face in a Sardine Pan. And I just say that these 3 songs just waiting for somebody to make a medley of all 3 of them.
Yeah, nice song.
Okay? And what better than to do it and to bring in this legacy into it?
Yeah,
We
man.
got to do it. We got to do it. We got to hear it. Let me tell you something, right? You have plans. You'll be like my boy Johannes talk about the song you do tomorrow. You got plans for tomorrow. But I had plans, and then I got a phone call. Okay, that gun.
Oh boy.
Okay, then I got a phone call. Bully gun. I mean, you have plans. I said, so we got to move on them plans because tomorrow.
I never come.
Tomorrow is ain't promised to no one.
Promise to no
No
one.
one.
No one. And I'm just looking at this and I'm saying, I just waited to see the medley of them 3 songs come out because I'll carry the same team. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. And I think that the fact that we're gonna get him out there, you got to sing Cropo Boy. So much people don't even understand, but when you tell the humor of it, that it raining and somebody spitting and they had to wash their face, man.
They call a cat to wash your face.
Instead of they were taking the rain.
Right.
I mean, it's just ridiculous humor that will be lost if we don't preserve it. I'm so glad.
That's the key word there.
Preserve.
Preservation. Got to preserve these things, and not just when you're dead, then you start to do it. You do it from now.
Well, we did behind the power curve already because unfortunately, a lot of folks have left, and we have the memories of the good thing, but not the documentation of the good thing, and so we're really hurting in that regards. Okay, so definitely. Okay, we got somebody here on line 1. Let me see. Good morning, WSTX.
Yeah, Canton, quickly. Let me just pick up my girl Jen. I mean, I started to Pastor Darby and Generic. She really put this thing together. That's very good. Pastor, how you doing?
The pastor good, man.
Good, Generic?
Yeah, the deacon is good. He's the pastor, I'm the deacon.
Yes, but let me just say this. I used to always wonder where Africa was, but now you tell me where they're there.
Straight in Africa, my son, not there.
Well, from now on, that's why I keep in the side there. I gone. I wish I could come now from the States to be there. I'll try. Thank you.
Okay, Tolo. All right, good.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, back to Africa, folks.
That's a good one.
All right, yes. Wonderful place to set our sights and so much good come out of there. In that sense, when I heard that phrase, I said, "Oh God." I mean, you could just don't be you dangerous when it comes to the human brain and mind, you know.
You don't play with people's brain.
That could become natural to me. I don't know. It's just it's a natural thing to me. You see, Calypso, according to Janelle to tell me, suggestive. All right. But it's how you construct the Calypso. Everybody ain't gonna like what you're singing or no. But the beauty of it, they can't like it if they never hear it. That means they're listening. Because if you want to tell me something good and you never hear it, you never eat it, you never get a taste,
That's a problem.
that's a major problem.
Right.
The thing is, when you make the person who don't like it laugh, that's it.
I remember when I make white tico wine, a woman come to tell me, she said, the only song I like about that song is the music. So I said, well, try take all the lyrics then. In them days, it wasn't as high tech like now it was. CD and thing that you could take out. And we know how to do much instrumental in them days. You know, we just sing and that is it. So that means you're listening, you got to like something about it. And I always say that people who don't like you is just still a fan or no.
That's right.
And who like you is a fan too.
That's right.
So when you got both, some for it and some not for it, you great.
That's it. Can't have everybody for it.
No,
Everybody is for this free family event coming up Sunday from 12 to 7 plus. Young things versus old things. All right. Folks, this is gonna be fun. All right. Family fun. Family fun. Focus on the family. You got the children coming out there. They're going to have the bouncy. They're going to have the foam blaster. They're going to have petting zoo. And for telling your parents, you can't say dog ain't got your back. Make sure you walk with a couple towel and extra change of clothes for them children. Because they're going to come there dry. By the time they're done, you're going to think it was the beach down at the Blue Bamboo.
That's right.
Okay?
and when Stanley done walk out them cordial dancers, they go say go eat, you know. Because you know when Stanley get ready and he start to break down it, then when you set after set after set.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
And they got vendors out there not knocking down, petting dog. We got petting zoo. Nobody knocking on the
We knocking petting, yes.
petting the dog. Yeah, we got at least 6 coming out there, so we gonna have plenty of folks out there with plenty of food to make sure that you call the name and who we got them at. You know, and he got one there. Let me see this. Yeah, 'cause we got right there on we got on the food there. We got common sense plates and drinks. We've got gifted cuisine. We got all 340 all one. Hey, and the young people involved. We got the Lady Rovers. Lady Rovers is a set of children, young ladies soccer team. Okay, but they got their boosters there with the parents and everything else, and they get together and they doing their food thing out there too.
Wow.
Yeah, and of course Coral Sea gonna be there, folks. Good, sweet, delicious food. Every which way you turn, something for everybody. All right, yeah. All right, and Lion Power Production gonna be out there also, and make sure that we got a little bit of everything for everybody for the whole time that they out there. Ain't not running out of no food. You want plenty of food. So folks, come on out, bring them children out. Make sure that you bring them, because you know they're gonna be a blessing for you. They're gonna be so tired when they go home, they just fall in the bed.
I mean the space. You gotta take a run up and down.
Oh yeah,
that's a
all
big
day.
area.
Oh yeah,
Very big. I mean,
all right. Energy.
You got room to play.
The energy we wish we had.
and the place are decorated, and they paint it up nice, man. They're in blue and the blue and something in there. Bring yourself. Place
Really
nice and clean, man.
It's
All
really
right,
nice.
good thing. And, then,
And the grounds is also clean too.
Yes,
It's well
yes,
kept.
yes.
Yeah.
It's a very good environment.
But don't change subject, because I here we talking about the children. Let me talk a little bit about the big children then. Okay, the big children then, because when it comes to the domino competition,
Oh yeah.
they, the young children trying to push we aside. When it comes to the domino competition, we ain't moving. We gonna be right there with the domino competition. The spelling bee, folks. All right, you heard it here on WSTX. If the children somehow drop the ball, we're going to get the adults in there and get plenty of laugh to see who could spell and can't spell.
Oh boy.
And we got this 50-50 raffle thing going on. Folks, come out and support, all right? You make your little donation to the 50-50 raffle. You might win some, you might not win some, but what you're doing is you're contributing to the organization and the things that we're doing, so we can do more of these type of things in the not too distant future. Now, Guardians of Culture is like every which way you turn to Mokojombi. Every which way you turn. I have to give it to them guys they out there training all these young people and make sure that we got a cadre of young people to carry on this cultural aspect of what we do here in St. Croix and throughout the Caribbean. Yeah, but you gotta have food. You gotta have food. Other thing we gotta have is music. And who we got doing the music? We got DJ Pops been there with us for ages, come through thick and thin. DJ Pops did it with us.
That's true. He's always there.
You always there, my son.
Walking it. I gotta give it to him. Vio gonna be out there. And the thing with Vio now, it's like I remember Vio, and time does fly so, okay. But I have to say that they are like kind of like ageless. You know, when they come to the school and they say hey hey, and the children do the hey hey right back with them, and it's like the same thing. It's ageless. So when they get out there and they start that rapport with the young people, but now a lot of young people is no longer the young people,
No,
but they're
these are
still
not
in
young.
it.
Right,
They're
right.
still in it. So Vio has stayed fresh in that sense. I gotta give it to them. And of course, Daddy Jones, he's an all-rounder.
That man, the boy.
All-rounder.
Compare any kind of music.
Yep.
Whether quail by quail, so what he gonna play?
Well, you know, folks, young things versus old things. Yes, we're going to have this special showdown. And Darby going to get out there and go head to head and show that the not so young things got something to show for themselves. Represent us good now, no?
Yeah, man. I will give Pumpa a run. I'm going to quit in the half mile.
Alright, good thing.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be good. Blackest, Pumpa, you name it. We're going to have Prince Galloway out there, you know, bringing things up. And, you know, not only that, but can't downplay the mighty King Darby. Because you and Galloway is a time that we thankful that we could still enjoy having you here and performing. Okay? So this is what I think. Let me see. This phone ringing. Let me see if this is for us. Yes. Good morning, WSTX.
Hey, blessed good morning.
Oh, Don Tito, you hear me?
Yeah, man, I'm glad to hear you back on the land, man.
I call out to you from earlier, but you were doing the run-ins.
No, I didn't in the garden, you know, cause I got to eat myself, you know.
I hear you.
I got a lot of people, me know what they're going to do. They're going to eat money.
My son, with all this tariff thing coming down, you better be able to put something in the ground and get something back out of it.
I see you got a pastor, you got a deacon in the house, and then I hear the bishop going to be in town too.
My son, Lordy me, it's going to be good.
How you get Galloway's pastor?
My son, I had to go there and sit down with you. But he coming, regardless of he coming out.
The bishop going to be there. I definitely pray God give me healthy and strong. The bishop, the pastor, and the deacon, Lord, I read the judge, the really
Oh, Jody.
What a thing. But listen, God bless you, man, and God bless you, WSTX engineer, you know, for putting together such a masterful piece. And then it's always for the youth, them, you know.
Right.
You know, I know that there's a lot of talk about the youth, but actions speak louder than words, you know. And you gentlemen have, you know, you have shown that. So you ain't picking up no tight this Sunday.
No, you're gonna be online. You could pay online, yeah.
In other words, get in the line and you're coming in. No problem. You know.
Oh, dear.
This the old time line.
That's very. I want to see who gonna step up to the pastor. That's what I want to see.
That's the thing.
You know.
That's why we keeping it like that.
You're gonna be excited, man.
I hear it's so frightening on gang up and 2 and 1.
Well, I got a deacon to protect me, man.
Yes, man, I there with you.
He bringing church from the country into town. Hey, listen, but thank you very much, and God willing, I spreading the word same way.
Thank you.
Because when I found out it was the engineer that engineer all of this, I was so proud because you know I know her heart there. I feel her vibe, and you know anything that we can do to spread culture because Doug, Senator, we don't have a museum. We don't have the museum. We don't have a cultural museum. You know, I don't know where we want to keep this history, how we want to keep it alive. But unless you do stuff like this, to engage the youth, them, it come like a diner. But I love Whitey called wine, way back there, boy. Whitey know how to put a man up in space.
What? Yeah, man. I will go call you sing that, man.
Listen,
What?
As a youth, I think about like 15, 16 when that song come out.
Yeah,
You
we
know?
were in the 80s.
Yeah, I hear that song when it first come out, you know, and you know, and then my classmate was on the album cover, and to this date, King. Well, I said he got two King in there, but to this day, Pastor,
Right.
I don't call her Whitey, you know.
Yeah, Whitey go. Yeah, man. We are take that picture down on the dock.
Yeah.
Down on the dock.
We'll call that thing there
The crane. The crane. Yeah, the old time crane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big song, boy. No, that was a big song.
Anything you don't produce will be big, you know. And the
Thanks.
deacon too, you know. And the deacon too, because when the deacon ready, he will sing about that, you know. When he sing, people will line up and start to ball, you know.
Tell me about it.
Thank you.
Take care, guys. Thank you for the time, Doc. Yeah, see you soon. Very soon.
Okay.
but
How is Gerald in the studio? He's very quiet.
No, he in the studio. He had a different assignment today.
Well, awesome. He can handle himself. Thank you again.
I
Anyway,
hear
take
you
care.
bust out some tune them and you've been holding out at me.
Listen, when I listen to these guys, the stuff that they put out, I mean, it just a stick in your crack, you know, and them things stick in my crack as well.
You open your mouth and it come right back out. Okay.
Love alone, bless
Well,
up.
good thing.
One love, man. See you Sunday.
I'm bringing a lot of people with you.
God willing.
All right. Bring the CD.
I'm bringing all your children. Bring all your children.
Oh Lord, Harry the judge, all of them gambas are gonna borrow people own and bring them.
Okay, man.
Okay, all right.
It's still got one. Bring home.
Okay, bless.
All right, one love.
All right.
You know? All right. That's how you do it. You ain't got none there, borrow other people own and bring them. Okay. Don't have nobody have no excuse. Say, well, I had to walk, I had to do this, I couldn't bring them. No. Jump in, do the community thing and borrow other people own and bring them. Yes, folks, this coming Sunday, this weekend, and I'm talking about it. I want to make sure we put the tune there on Facebook, been floating around. Make sure that people know about it. Come on out. This is great first line entertainment. You got the reigning monarch for Calypso Monarch gonna be there. We got folks like Blackness also, a former monarch, or monarch forever as far as I can say. And
Nikki Brooks. The first
Female monarch. We got everybody, a lot of monarch you got.
And then you got Elizabeth Watley. All right, so we got a strong female contingent.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you get to feeling too strong,
And winning a bit too. Bobo coming too.
Oh yeah.
Bobo Bates.
Gonna sing.
He gonna sing.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
Say he gonna sing Whitey Kowine.
Oh my goodness.
Cause he know it more than me.
All right, this is gonna be.
And then we got our DJ, our MC, which is Hollywood Nibs. He got MC. No, he always work with us.
All right, good thing.
So I got big you up.
Yeah, well, we got the talent, we got the people to do it, and we got the community. And WSTX is doing its part to make sure you know about it.
We appreciate it.
Nobody could come in and say, well, I didn't know. No.
Who can hear?
All right. And while you're there, make sure you touch base with the pastor and let him know what your availability is to be involved with this nonprofit organization that's doing these things, because that's how we make it work. Don't take it for granted. He is only one person, and the power of one is the power of 1 + 1. So you add yourself to the list of people, and if whether it's Calypso Inc. or whatever, folks, find your little niche in the community and get involved. That's how you make anything that you seeing that you don't like and you want to see something better, you get involved. That's how you make it happen.
That's right.
That's what you gotta do. Okay. All right. So get on out there and get involved. Find the people who you want to work with and do what you gotta do. I haven't seen them yet. Oh, they're there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, folks, it's that time. It's that time. We've been having great fun in here with the pastor, the deacon, and all you gotta do is come out Sunday, and the bishop will be there too. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good thing, good thing. So, young people thing. You want one of them?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll leave one. Just,
Okay, thanks. We're gonna show people.
okay, good thing. Yeah, spread the word.
Of course.
Spread the word. Okay, folks, this coming Sunday, down at Blue Bamboo, the old drive-in. Yes, I remember them days.
You guys have this stick up any place?
In the car and going down there. Yeah, and the Blue Bamboo old drive-in, it's right there. Got plenty of grounds for these bouncy and these children to run up and down, and we're gonna have all kinds of fun out there. All right. So, Pastor Dobby,
Yes.
great job in what you have doing and putting together the talent and everything else. I have to give it to Jen for her following through on the idea. A lot of people have a good idea.
I don't follow through. We gotta give her a
And
lot
don't
of
step
credit.
out and say, you know, just sometimes just sharing the idea make all the difference in the world.
Right.
Because it kept on like fire, like this one did. All right. Well, I got
All right.
some folks here from Waste Management coming in. All right. So anyhow, go with it, man. I see you going with it.
I'm borrowing it, man.
We're gonna bring it back.
I'm borrowing it.
All right, folks.
Jennifer, thank you again for the great job you have done. We appreciate you. We love you.
Jennifer Thomas.
Jennifer Thomas.
Good. I got plenty, Jennifer.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break here, and then we're going to be coming back with our folks from Waste Management. All right.
Time for we stay home. This is young people thing.
When we're not talking, you'll hear all your favorite songs, including calypso, jazz, love song, gospel, and those country legends, giving you more music variety. This is AM 970 WSTX.
How come out and saw me son? Calypso Inc. together with WXTX, Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Night and Daddy Jones Production presents
A free family event, Young Things versus Old Things. When? Sunday, April 13, 2025 from 12 noon to 7 p.m. Where? At the Blue Bamboo, the old drive-in.
musical performance by junior calypsonians and banjo players. Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Night, Mighty Pat, Big Calypso and the Mighty Melon, Elizabeth Watty special guest, Blackness, King Generic, Prince Galloway, Lady Mac Calypso Queen, Nikki Brooks special guest, DJ Pop, music by Daddy Jones, along with Biomason.
Surprise guest, Bosses Pastor King Derby, Domino Competition, Spelling Bee.
And guess what? A 50-50 raffle.
Sponsors, Monarch Heavy Equipment Rental, Exotic Sales and Rentals, Echo Valley, Janice and Vital Health, Lioness Order, Sager Farms, Crucian Gold, Mutiny Island Vodka, and the Office of Gun Violence Prevention. Free family event, Young Things versus Old Things, Sunday, April 13, 2025 at the Blue Bamboo, the old drive-in.
This is young people thing.
AM 970 WSTX, Christiansted, Frederickstead, and the Virgin Islands.
All right. Here we are back at WSTX. Hey, things quiet down a little bit, but still a lot going on in the community. And WSTX is here to discuss with you, all right, all that's going on in our community. So, we're going to be bringing the folks from Waste Management online here in a minute. And good thing. Still soft? Okay, good. Let me bring it over here so make sure I get my voice right up on in there. Okay, good thing.
You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you fine on that end. Okay, good morning to
Okay.
you.
Man, let me load on the volume on this.
Okay, we got you loud and clear in here.
Okay, great.
Okay, Director, introduce yourself to our community and let's get this conversation going, man.
Good morning. This is Director Aline with Waste Management. And we're talking about the user fee that will be 2024 property tax bill. We've been getting a lot of questions, so we would like to address the public and the common property tax bill for the user fee in the territory of St. Croix, St. Thomas, and St. John.
All right. Okay. Well,
The user, go ahead.
no. Yeah. Go ahead and tell us a little background on the user fee, because for some of us, we hear user fee. You know, we hooked up for years, some of us, and the things that happening around us, and we just detach from it. We just take it for granted. So tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, in August 2014, the Virgin Islands Public Service Commission rated wastewater using the property tax bill. Because, like, what is the wastewater user fee? Charges residents and commercial entities an annual fee to assist with the management and the operations of the territory wastewater collection and treatment system. We have over 210 miles of wastewater collection lines in the U.S. Virgin Islands. We have 8 treatment plants and we have 30 pump stations territory-wide. So every household will be charged a fee of 110, depends on how many units, meaning bathrooms. If you're a multiple resident, you'll be charged double. For residents with a single user, it will be 110.77. The multiple users to assess the properties containing multiple residents and commercial establishment will be charged differently.
All right. Well, when you say 110, you got to remember it's not up on the board for people to say, is that like 110, 1,100, or
No, $110 and
right.
70
Is that a yearly fee, a monthly fee?
per year on the user fee.
Okay, that's
Annually, 1 year.
right, right. It might seem like I'm asking, simple, like, but when you're in it, you know it, right? But somebody just tune in and
Yes.
listen, you wanted to get the blood pressure up or anything.
No, it's $110.77.
Right. Well,
The wastewater user fee helps. Go ahead.
no. I was just going to say that you know, there's a very important part of this that I want to just establish early on. It's our system. It has to be maintained, and this fee isn't just there for the sake of having another fee. It's for making sure that this system is going to be in place and impact our quality of life in our community. And in that context, I'm glad that you're here to talk about it, because it's one of those things we just go to the bathroom, flush the toilet, whatever the case may be, and go about your business. But there's a whole system, and I'm glad that you mentioned all the pump stations, all the miles of pipes and all of these things that have to be maintained and everything else. And hey, we can't wait till we have a problem to decide, well, we need money to maintain it. You got to start from now. So anyhow, forgive me. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, no, thank you. And the mission of the Virgin Waste Management is to protect the public, as you just said, and to keep, there's a lot of pipes that we have to repair. There's a lot of homes that has not been paying the user fee. And last year we started charging people 177 per household, depending if you have a multiple unit or a single family unit. And this goes out to hotels, Airbnb bakeries, restaurants, rentals, car wash, any businesses that's connected to our sewer line, you will be charged.
Right. Well, if we had people who were connected and weren't being charged, I mean, so it's like the bus. If the bus is free and enough people climb on the bus, eventually it's gonna break down, and then you end up with nothing. So, in that context,
And
mhm.
see, and also people importantly, how do you determine I should get in charge? I personally go out to the neighborhood and make sure that you're within 60 feet of a sewer line. And that's coming from the Title 19 of the Maryland Code. It says you have to, once the sewer line runs in front or parallel to your resident, you will be charged a user fee.
Okay. All right. Well, the bottom line is this is something that qualitatively impacts us in the community, having the service to be there running efficiently and also to be maintained. So in that context, I'm really happy that you took the time. To some people, it might seem like a small thing because it's one of the subjects that's kind of like back there. From my perspective, nobody really thinking about that, you know. But it's except for the person who get the bill, they'll think about it. But no, it's good, and I WSTX is always here for VI waste management when you have information to get out to the community. So we're happy to have you here and talk about the small things as well as the big things, not just when something broke down and you have to address the complaints of the community.
Well, and we don't want to surprise anyone with the bill on the property tax, and they want to know why their bill is more and what is it being used for, and that is the user fee.
All right. Well, I think that
Yeah, and if they have any questions, no concern, they can reach out to St. Croix, and I'll give out the number 340 712 4962, and St. Thomas is 340 715 9100.
all right. Well, you know that there's been a process that's been going on with the replacement of the sewage pipes. Of course, in Christiansted in particular, where I'm located, we had everything torn up for a while, and now it's been put together, and we have the new pipes that are going to last for 50 or 100 years. However, keep our fingers crossed, no earthquakes or ground shift or anything
Yeah.
like that. You know, and so it's we had the opportunity to see what we're paying for, because when they took those old pipes out, in some cases they didn't have any pipe to take out because the pipes had practically collapsed or were so otherwise worn out by the various gases and whatever, the concrete pipes and so forth, that there really wasn't anything to take out intact, you know. So we're
Yes,
seeing what
that's
it is
correct.
that we're getting. Go ahead.
Also, we perform a lot of work on the system line. We do the sewer line inspections, repair, replacement, and the pump stations and the treatment plant, which requires a lot of money to do the repairs.
Yeah, those pumps are there. They have to run, in essence, 24 hours a day, uh, on
7.
call, and 366 days a year, and they're not cheap. You got the electrical, the generator to those that have their own generator. Uh, it's a complicated thing, and when it's working great, nobody even notices it. But just like broke down
That's
one
correct.
time. So yeah, like I said, you guys keep on coming with the information, because that's how you get the community on your side and working with you in that context, and working
Yeah,
with
we
you.
don't want to surprise anyone.
Amen. Amen. All right. Okay. Well, definitely give a big up to your staff and VIW MA in general, because at least from a WSDX perspective, we giving out our kudos in essence of keeping the lines of communication open. Okay. And I really have to give it to
And
you
I
guys.
thank you, and I thank
Okay. And
the
definitely
listening audience.
definitely also make sure you give your public relations folks a little piece of all of that big up, because they do a fantastic job
Yes, yes.
scheduling you guys to come out and communicate with us. Okay. All right. Well,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
and I thank you. All right. You have a wonderful day. Much success in what you do because it impacts many lives. Yes. All right.
Again.
Okay.
Thank you. You have a good day too.
You do the same. All right. Take care. Yes, folks.
Bye bye.
Bye. Okay. WSTX. You heard it right here, and this is how we do it. We want you to know what's going on in the community, and yeah. I don't know why we're having the echoing, but um, all right. So, folks, here we are, WSDX AM 970, your community-minded station, and we got to do everything we can to make sure that we keep the community up to speed on what's going on, whether it's roads, waste management, building of schools, everything. There's nothing worse than lack of information flow, because I remember the good old days. I call it the good old days because sometimes people are receiving the impact of something, like if WAPA goes out, you hear from everybody calling, talking, whatever, so forth and so on, but sometimes it's the thing with somebody lick up in the pole and knock down the pole, and as a result, power gone. Well, people know that that's what happened, and they can work with you. But the lack of information has a different effect on people. All right. It's now about 14 minutes before the hour of 10. Been having a great fun day here with you today, talking about all the things that are going on in our community. I hope we're going to see you out there Sunday for the young thing versus old thing. All right. And hey, definitely no cold thing. All right. All right. Lots of young thing involvement. Now, I really want to remind the parents, guardians, whoever, when you're walking with these young people and they're gonna get in the soap blaster and everything else, the foam blaster, make sure that you got a towel handy and that they walk with a change of clothes, because you know them, and you don't want them getting in your car all wet and everything like that. Okay, so plan for it, because they're gonna have a good time running up and down. There are things that are on the poster, and there's few things that come in here last minute that's going to make it a whole lot of fun for these children that aren't on the poster. You come prepared. That's the important thing. We're going to have food available on site, so they're going to be able to recharge. And definitely for the older children, I want to see you there at the domino table or with the quadrille, or otherwise just sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying in the safe environment there at Blue Bamboo, coming up here this Sunday from 12 to 7. All right, good thing. So, since we got a few minutes, let's take a quick look at some of the things here that on the community calendar. They have these times when it's like all these things going on, and then every now and then you have a little lull, kind of. And we've got what's going on here with the young thing versus old thing, but we got a relatively quiet period of time here, and I just want to tell you to take advantage of it, okay, and enjoy it. Today being the 10th, just thank goodness that, hey, we just 1/3 the way through the month of April practically. Hey, March we hardly knew you. All right. Anyhow, and just a couple of quick things I want to remind you about. First of all, we got the Relay for Life coming up in May, the 24th and the 25th, and we're working on getting the folks from the Relay for Life to come on in and talk with us and share some of the information about the various teams that will be participating, the goals that they have achieved over the past years, and what they have in store for us the 24th and 25th for the Relay for Life. Definitely. All right, so I'll keep you posted on that. All right. Let me see here. Got all kind of good things going on here. Wow. Some of the things that I wish I was here to attend before. But when you gotta go, you gotta go. The autism conference is going on today at the Buccaneer Hotel from 9 to 3, and my good friend Gerard is attending that, as well as some other people I know. And it's good for us to be educated and aware and participate in these things, as it affects many families here in the Virgin Islands. You got to be involved, all right? Yes, SBDC for the Virgin Islands, I see that they have all these different things going on from time to time, and we announce them here. The CPR and AED training, the next one that they have is coming up on the Heart Saver is coming up on the 23rd of April. Okay, so keep that in mind. And I also want to remind you that this evening at the Caribbean Museum Center for the Arts, we're having the Fred Williams and VI Art Ensemble performing for you. Yes, it's a paid event, $20 for non-members, $10 for members. So what I tell you, hey, become a member with the Caribbean Museum Center for the Arts, and when they have something going on you want to, you get the lower price, right? Okay, good thing. Now we've got starting this weekend, we've got the Spring Equinox show at Caribbean Museum Center for the Arts, the art show that's being set up there by Lucian Downs. So definitely lots of good things going on this weekend. Not as much as usual, but it's going on. All right, and there's going to be a birthday celebration for the 10 Sleepless Nights, the 55th anniversary. That's going to be going on at Kramer's Park on the 12th. Yeah, good music, good food, good people, and sun, sea, and sand. It keeps adding up all the time. Don't take it for granted, you know. Go out there and enjoy it, because now that I've escaped the cold and the snow, I can walk around in my short pants, and I appreciate it. I can walk around with the t-shirt only and short pants and know that, hey, I ain't going to have no change up that's going to say I'm going to have to go on and get sweater and long johns and all this other good stuff, right? Enjoy it. Don't take it for granted. Go on out there and enjoy it. All right. Good thing. And, of course, the 15th, we have the Eco Fair. Their theme, Let's Get Environmental. And the St. Croix Environmental Association, they're having a 32nd Annual Eco Fair at the Botanical Gardens. All right. Good thing, folks. So, you can check in with the Facebook and website for Botanical Gardens for more information, okay? If you see their poster, no, it has a QR code there that takes you to all of the contacts for them. But just know that on the 15th, we've got that going on. Let me see somebody here on the line. Good morning, WSTX.
Good morning, Senator.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, quickly. Listen, I am so glad they're having this thing here, and I'm more glad the time they're keeping it there. Because, listen, last night, I had to drive on the road. I had to go by the hospital dog.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I followed the elder home. Senator, it's dangerous to drive on these roads at night, you know.
Tell me about it.
If you take the patrol in and out light, you can't find the shoulder of the road and think that there's no markings.
No markings.
It's dangerous to drive at night, you know, Senator.
Yeah. It is. And
that's why sometimes our elders are all confined in the house after a certain time, you know.
Yeah, when you're coming up from on the highway and you reach the Central High intersection coming from west, right? When
Yeah.
you reach the Central High intersection and you're heading east, it's 2 lanes, but you can't see where one lane begin and the other one begin. And not only that, you got a concrete wall right there. So either just stay to the left so I could see the side of the road because there's no markings. And this is like that, unfortunately, now for donkey years. I have to call it donkey years because you're talking 10 years. That's much too long. Things like marking on roads and stuff is something we have to plan for. Anyhow.
It's dangerous, Senator. I now coming down Casper Holstein Road, right? Senator, I got a crater almost 4 feet wide. And it's already maybe about a foot deep. You know, and so cars that are heading south have to merge to the west.
Uh-huh.
On the west side of the road.
Uh-huh.
They have to merge because cars coming from south going north have the right of way, but you know, if you stay from north going south, you're dropping in the crater.
Yep. Especially if you don't know.
It's dangerous, Senator. And secondly, when you're passing, when you turn the corner left going and you're passing in front of Alfredo Andrews last night, apparently they had a PTO meeting or something, and I saw a lot of cars there. I was so proud to see that, right? But Senator, the parents were coming out, walking in the dark, going to their vehicles. And that's right across from that, what are they, Nicasio Nico housing community?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
We got
so,
plenty of room for improvement, and
a lot, Senator. By holding on to hope, you hear?
Yeah, well, and you keep on talking and bringing these things to light because that's part of the solution. Is that a lot of folks don't have to drive a certain way, and so they don't know until that time that they have to drive there, and then they get catch like that off guard. Okay?
Listen, I'll be home. I realize I ain't been out driving late at night, but yesterday I had to go to the hospital, and but quickly I want to thank whatever company it is building that new road coming over right there by Lorraine gas station when you're going up that hill, that new road they constructed.
Right.
Listen, I have seen that crew there 7 days a week, Senator.
Well,
I see that crew, they're working on the road 7 days a week. I wish this company would be hired to do everything that we need to do when it comes to roads. Senator, they don't take a day off. I'm so impressed by that company. I don't know the name of the company, but they're working Saturday and Sunday, Senator.
Well, you have to thank them, but also thank property and procurement for building in the terms that would allow for that type of operation, because that's what we need. Anyhow.
All right. Thank you for the time.
Yeah.
Take care.
All right, then.
Okay,
take care. All right. Good thing. All right. Good thing, folks. It's that time. Remember, do a random act of kindness. Someone out there, especially the people you just can't stand, do a random act of kindness, because the fact that they're in your brain that you can't stand them, hey, when they're gone, you're going to miss them. Do your random act of kindness. You know, befuddle and bewilder them with the fact that you did something nice for them, okay? that's your way of doing it. Hey, you do those deeds, and if, like, you feel that you're bored, is not to do, hey, do some premeditated acts. You ain't got to worry about nothing, okay? All right, with that, I want to say, I'm going to get my engineer in here, and we're going to bring things to a close here for today. But remember, you got the rest of the week, and the weekend is here, starting with Thursday. Do a good deed out there. Be a part of the solution. All right, good thing. Thank you for spending time here at WSTX and Reflections.
Stand up for the law. Stand up for decency. Stand up for compassion. Stand up for respect. Stand up for your community. Stand up for your future. Stand up for the Virgin Islands. WSTX FM 100, the soul of the Caribbean.